What's going on, guys? One love out to everybody. We got UFC 273, Volkanovski versus Korean Zombie predictions. Breakdown here, guys. Before I get started, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel. Also check out my Patreon account for all the face-off predictions and some prop bets also. You can also check out my PayPal if you guys want to donate. Can I help the channel out? Alright. We're going to jump through this real quick here, guys. We got 12 fights over there in Jacksonville, Florida. This is a tough card for me. A lot of contender series guys, a lot of guys just making debuts straight out of different organizations. It's tough. A lot of unknown, you know. So when you have matchups like that, kind of difficult to predict. But I'm gonna give you the best prediction I can give and the best breakdown. All right. So nothing guaranteed here, guys. So first fight here, guys, we got Julio Arce versus Daniel Santos. Julio Arce here, pretty well-rounded guy, BJJ black belt, boxing base, very experienced guy. You got that 3-inch of reach on him. His opponent here is Santos. Santos is this is one of the guys that's coming out of Brave CF. So I mean, you know, he wasn't even in the contender series or anything like that. He's just coming from a different organization. Santos here is making his debut. He looks well-rounded, kind of straightforward, pressure, aggressive guy. Can get flat-footed. Has a Muay Thai base. Believer to shooter boxing. What I noticed from him though is kind of flat-footed and is not as quick as Julio Arce's last opponent. Jung is quick, and Santos is not that quick and it's kind of flat. So I'm liking Arce for this. I feel Arce is a more experienced guy and I feel he's more well-rounded. So I'm gonna go with Julio Arce here by KO TKO in the second round, and I'm actually confident in this. I have this fight as confident. All right. Next fight here, guys. We have Piera Rodriguez versus Hansen. Rodriguez here, coming from the contender series. She has boxing on her belt there. That's her foundation. You know, she'll stay in the pocket with you. She look like she has some wrestling too. We'll look for takedown. She can get taken down, but actually she's defending, and she can, you know, defend takedown. She can get back to her foot, scramble. I feel like she's a better striker here, and her, like I said, her takedown defense, it doesn't look bad. Her opponent here, Hansen. Hansen here, she will look to wrestle, but seems to struggle at times depending on who she's fighting, especially when she's fighting like a striker. You know, she don't really do as well. And even, you know, a woman that could wrestle also, and sometimes she struggles with the takedowns, and her striking is kind of, it needs work still. But this is a tough one here because you got Rodriguez coming from contender series, and you know, I would say that Hansen is the more experienced here, but just looking at it by skills, you know, I just feel that that Rodriguez is a more skilled person here. I mean, experience goes a long way, but then you have to also look at the skill set. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could pick somebody because they're experienced, but that doesn't mean that they're gonna win the fight. I'm gonna go with Rodriguez here, guys, but I'm not confident in this one at all because I could see Hansen, if she can get the takedowns, she could pull off a victory or even a submission. You know what I mean? So that's something that she usually gets, is a submission. But I'm gonna go with Rodriguez, but not confident at all, man. Zero confidence in this one. Okay, I'm gonna say with Rodriguez by decision. Next fight here, guys, we got Alexey Oleynik versus Gerald, Vanderaa. So they're throwing Oleynik in Discord. I believe his last fight got cancelled. Oleynik, like I said from my last prediction there, my last card, he wants the submission. That's it. Has like 40-odd submissions, man. Craft, the guy, sneaky with the submission, can get a submission anywhere from standing on his back, wherever. He can get it anywhere. Put you against a cage and pull it off. His favorite submission is what's the name of it again? Oh man. What's his favorite submission? I forgot the name of it. Izuku choke, right? He get that from the bottom, from the cage, wherever, right? His opponent here, Vanderaa. Vanderaa is a straightforward guy, heavy-handed, BJJ black belt actually, and he does have submissions. I don't feel like he has the best fight IQ though, kind of a bruiser kind of way. But he can get a knockout though. I mean, like I said with Oleynik, you know what I'm saying? He will look for the submission, but he's been knocked out like 9 times. So this is a fight that Gerald could win, man. But IQ and then experience, I mean, I have to go to Oleynik. I mean, but this is one I'm not confident at all either, man. Zero confident. But I must say Oleynik by submission, guys, in the second round. But I'm not confident in this one, man. At all. Let me see here. Because Gerald is fight IQ. It's just I don't feel his best fight IQ. You're looking at a guy like Oleynik. You know, Gerald been submitted twice, KO 2 times, and Oleynik is very, very, very experienced, man. And Gerald is like, you know, he's not even close to experience like what Oleynik has. And then Oleynik is skill. You know, and not because he's 44, age is a number, but the guy is skill. And if he can get that submission, man, that's it. You know, locks it on. So I'm gonna go with Oleynik. I'm gonna say Oleynik by submission in that second round, but I'm not confident. All right, next fight here, guys. We have Mickey Gall versus Mike Malott. It's the next tough one here. Mickey Gall, BJJ black belt there. He has been getting better. Look for submissions, and he has been improving with the striking. His last fight here against Alex Morona, he actually looked good in that fight. You know what I'm saying? He actually looked good. He shows that he's improving. His opponent here, Mike Malott. Mike Malott coming off the Contender Series. Doesn't look bad. Looks pretty well rounded. Can get submissions. You know, he will look to strike also. Coming at the team off a male there. It's a tough one, man. I could see Mike pulling off the win here, man. But it's a tough one, man. But Mickey Gall, man, he look like he's improving, man. So I mean, it's a tough one to call here. I could see Mike winning though, but I'm gonna go with Mickey Gall though, man. I'm gonna say Mickey Gall by submission first round. I just feel with Mike, you know, this is coming to experience. Doesn't really have that much experience, but Mickey Gall, you know, has a little experience, but he's been through hard times and, you know, ups and downs. But I feel like he faced tougher competition, and I feel like he has the tools to beat Mike. So, but again, it's a toss-up. I'm gonna go with Mickey Gall. I'm gonna say Mickey Gall by submission, guys, in the first round, but not confident. Next fight here, guys. We have Aspen versus Raquel Pennington. Aspen here, very straightforward. She's hittable though. Head don't move off center line. Will keep coming forward. I guess you want to say she mentally tough, I guess, or physically tough. She will look for takedowns though, but I believe she had some knee surgeries or something like that. And from that, I don't really see she pushing as much for takedown. Kind of struggling with that. Kind of flat-footed, kind of right there to get hit. Her opponent here, Pennington. Pennington is very experienced, and she's mentally on. Can be a slow starter, but she pick it up. She's on a 3-5 winning streak. She fought Amanda Nunes, German enemy Holly Holmes. Holly Holmes twice actually. Jessica Andrade. Man, she fought a lot of leses. Man, she fought a lot of people. Misha Tate. Yeah, man. I don't really see. With Aspen she's just right here to get hit, and Pennington is just. I feel like she's actually getting better, and her striking is getting better. You know what I mean? So she's heavy. She's heavy with the strikes, but not much knockouts. She has more submissions than knockouts. A lot of forward pressure, and she will mix it up with the takedowns. I just feel that is just there to get hit. She's so flat-footed, and just there to get hit. and she may push her takedowns, but man, I just don't really know. I really can't say if she's gonna push her takedowns. You know, I mean, the last fight she was just there standing up, just looking at the opponent when she fought Norma Dumet. Also against Alljamain by TKO in first round. You know, so I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with Raquel Pennington here. But this is one that I'm not confident in either, guys. Zero confident. But Raquel Pennington by decision, guys. Alright. Next fight here, guys. We got Anthony Fluffy Hernandez versus Josh Fremd. Hopefully I pronounced that right. What we got here? Fluffy Hernandez. Okay, Hernandez he's pretty well-rounded guy here, man. And he showed it when he fought Vera. I mean, a matter of fact, he has more submissions, I believe, than he has knockouts or finishes. So I guess by KOT, because I should say. But yeah, he submitted Vera, man, and Vera is a BJJ black belt, actually, a champion when it comes to the grappling, and he submitted that guy, man. He broke him down, you know. So this is a guy where he has a heart, and he will keep coming forward, and he find a way to win. His opponent here, Josh. What I see from Josh, he has a ground game. He can get taken down. His striking, it seems it's there, but he seems kind of suspect at times. Like his defense just seems open. Man, his takedown, he can get taken down. He can get controlled on the ground too. I believe he's making his debut here again from out of FAC LFA. I'm liking Fluffy Hernandez here. But like I said, this card is tough, got a lot of unknowns. Even though I do my homework on them, that's what I see from footages, from the other fights, from different organizations. You know, I feel Hernandez is a better fighter. I could be wrong though. But I like Hernandez, guys, by submission in the second round. Not confident. Next fight here, guys. Flying through these smoothly, accurately, professionally. We got Garry versus Darian Weeks. Garry here. Garry here kind of draws you in, kind of counter strike, kind of have that. What's that guy's name again? Forgot his name, man. Conor McGregor. Kind of has a Conor McGregor flow. He has footwork, movement. He draws you in counter strike, but the only thing that his head is so up in the air. So depending on who is fighting, man. You know, like we saw when he fought Jordan Williams, was touching up a little bit, but he draws you in, and he knows his distance and his range, man. Yeah, I mean, you can tell his timing. You know, you can tell he sets you up. So he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing when he's striking, and he seems well rounded too. So I'm gonna have a 2-inch of reach and 4-inch of height over Weeks. But he's a guy where, like I said, he knows what he's doing. You can see that he's very accurate with his striking, and he knows where to be and knows where. Well, I shouldn't say he knows where not to be, because like I said, his head is kind of straight up. He needs to work more on his head movement, but his footwork, his movement, and the way how he moves laterally, he doesn't look bad, and he draws you in and then counter you, kind of like Conor McGregor does, or Aldo, or Stephen Thompson kind of vibe, or Mashida's, or you know. Yeah, his opponent here, Weeks. What I see from Weeks, took a short notice fight here against Barbarino. When I watched back his fight though, when I saw the fight the first time, I was like, oh, it looks like, you know, this guy, he could give Ian problems, but the reach and height with Ian, man, I think this fight is a set for Ian to win. I mean, Weeks' skill, and he's pretty well rounded. We look for takedowns, kind of throw overhands, can get wild at times, but he's flat-footed though. And that's the thing, flat-footed like that, I mean, when he throws punches, man, I mean, Ian is not going to be there. He's going to be laterally circling around him and try to counter him. He's going to draw Weeks into him, but then Weeks is so flat-footed, he's going to get touched up, in my opinion. Unless he lands overhand and then Ian jaws there. Like I said, he doesn't move his head right. But I'm going to go with Ian here, man. And Weeks is a pretty tough guy. Like I said, he took a fight on short notice, so you may see a different Weeks. You may see different Weeks here. Alright, so I must say Garry, but definitely not confident in this one, because what I see from Garry against Jordan, I mean, like I said, his head doesn't move right. like I said, he has the footwork, but the head don't move right, and he can get caught. So I'm going to go with Ian Garry by decision. I'm not confident, guys. Next fight here, guys. We got Vinc Pichel versus Mark Madsen. It's the next tough one here. With Mark Madsen's undefeated Olympian champion wrestler. I guess silver medalist or something like that. Pichel here is going to have the two each height. He's a well-rounded guy here, man. Has the heart, will keep pushing forward. Has power striking, actually. Will also look for takedowns. And he's a more experienced guy here, man. I mean, been in UFC a little longer, fought a little more tough competition, was an Ultimate Fighter season 15. I mean, the guy's very experienced. Madsen here, though, is very experienced in wrestling. And he's striking, it doesn't look bad. You know, I mean, he kind of draws you into, doesn't really make too many movements in counter, and then he follow up, you know, and then he looks for takedowns. Against Clay Guida, though, close fight. They look that great against Clay Guida, you know, but I don't know, if he does that with Vinc Pichel, kind of stays right there in the pocket. I mean, Vinc got power. You know, I mean, and Clay Guida connected to Madsen, kind of hurt him in the first. I was kind of back and forth. I was kind of edging Madsen here, but I'm going to go with Pichel here, guys. I'm going to say Vinc Pichel by decision, but I'm not confident in this one. But I see from Madsen in his last fight that he wasn't really pushing much takedowns. Maybe he may push takedowns in this fight. I mean, you know, but I'm liking Pichel. I think Pichel, you know, has the power there to like put on Madsen, but could be a KO TKO, but I must say it does a decision. I'm not confident. Next fight here, guys. We have Mackenzie Dern versus Tecia Torres. Dern here, BJJ black belt, champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu championships, 2 inch of height, 2 inch of reach. She's going to be the bigger female here. Her last fight against Rodriguez, she was a smaller female there, and she went decision with Rodriguez, who is a pretty good striker, man, very heavy hitter. Against Tecia Torres here, though, Tecia Torres is quick, speed, and everything like that, but she has no punching power. That's the thing about this fight that I looked at. I was kind of going for Torres here. Kind of taekwondo striking base there. Her takedown defense improved, but you know, last fight here against Angela Hill, she was getting taken down. But the thing is that she don't have the power though. That's the thing. So it's not like Rodriguez. You know, you kind of like don't really want to be right there in the front, in the center, because if Rodriguez connects, you can get knocked out. Tecia Torres is more peppering shots, and she's like throwing punches in bunches, but then while she's doing that, Dern can just penetrate her easily, just take her down, and most likely can get a submission. But Tecia Torres has never been finished though by KO or submission. So I'm gonna go for Dern. I kind of switched my play. I was gonna go for Torres, but then there is no really much threat really. I mean, she can throw kicks and punches, but is there power in it? There's no power. She has. I don't think she has any. I believe she may have maybe won by KO TKO, probably a finish. All her wins are all by decisions. You know, that's the thing, you know. So going to decision with Dern, which you don't really have no power. There is no threat. She has 1 by KO and 1 by submission, 11 by decision. So all her fights are by decision. And Dern is a finisher. And she will get you to the ground. And she's going to be the longer reach and height here. 7 by submission. I'm going to go with Dern here. And I'm going to say Dern by decision. It could be submission, but I'm going to say by decision. And I'm not confident. Next fight here, guys. We have Gilbert versus Khamzat Chimaev. I'm probably mispronounced that. Gilbert Burns here is the way more experienced guy by far. BJJ black belt, Muay Thai striking base, the experienced guy, man. I mean, just fought for the belt against Kamar Usman, fought Stephen Thompson in his last fight, Tyron Woodley, Damon Meyer, been in the championship grappling matches, Craig Jones, all these guys here, right? But, man, the thing about this fight, man, this is where experience come into play, and Gilbert Burns does have experience, but when you look how Gilbert Burns fight, he can get hurt on the foot. When you look at Khamzat, and I watch his fights, he's dominating, and he's beating guys, and he beat Jingaling, who's a tough guy to beat. He basically picked him up like a child, and pick him up like a child and put him down slowly and just hold him down there and submitted him. I mean, he's dominant, man. He goes through all his fights easily. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, he hasn't fought the competition like what Gilbert Burns fought. But like I said, even from the last card, we see guys who don't have the experience, but they're skilled. When I look at Khamzat, man, he's skilled, man. The guy is skilled. Experience goes a long way, but if the guy is freaking skilled, he's going to have to fight an experienced guy to actually win, and he did. He fought Jingaling, who's a very experienced guy. You know what I'm saying? So, I think Jingaling fought Burns, right? Or I could be wrong about that. No, he didn't fight Gilbert Burns. I thought he did. But he fought a lot of experienced guys. Santiago Ponzinobo, Keita Nakamura, Diego Lima, Nordin Talib, and David Zawada. I mean, not, super experienced. Jake Matthews. But, yeah, I'm going to go with Khamzat here. I was going to go for Burns. But again, when you analyze a fight, and you look how the guys move and the techniques, you know what I'm saying? And then just a skill set and domination. And then you look at Khamzat here, 4 inch of reach, 4 inch of height. He's well-rounded, man. His ground game is like Khabib. Striking doesn't look bad. And if he gets in problem on the foot, he will go for takedown, and most likely he's going to get it. I mean, I like Khamzat here. I must say Khamzat by KO TQ, guys, in the first round, but I'm not confident because, like I said, Burns has experience. But I have to analyze the fights of the guy's skills. They have to fight experienced guys eventually. That doesn't mean that they can't beat them. You know what I mean? If he has the skills and has the tools, he got it. So Khamzat, KO TQ first round. Next fight here, guys. Co-main. Oh man, but this is also a championship fight here. This is actually the revenge here, because I believe Aljamain Sterling was a DQ, right? Illegal knee, but that's right, illegal knee, and then freaking Aljamain Sterling got the belt. He kept the belt because it was a illegal knee. So they just say, hey, he won the fight, but we all know that Petr Yan won the fight. But was he doing good in the fight? I mean, nah, not really. Petr Yan was winning, and look at Petr Yan was going to finish him until he hit him with a knee in the fourth. Aljamain Sterling can win this fight. The guy's experienced, he's a skilled guy. I'm not here to hate on no fighter, like I said. He's going to have the 4 inch of reach, which is massive. Good wrestling base there. Striking is unorthodox. But Petr Yan, man. Petr Yan is like probably one of the top fighters right now, man. Just to be honest with you, man. The guy is a freaking good fighter, dude. The guy can scrap, man. He's good everywhere, man. Like I said, to me, he's probably one of my best fighters. As far as all around, just well-roundedness everywhere. Like, don't really see no holes, man. You can still touch him up, just like anybody, But he will push through that and then find a way to finish you or beat you. I like Petr Yan here, and I must say Petr Yan by. Let me see here. I'm going to say Petr Yan by Petr Yan. That's my boy. Petr Yan, man, that's a good fighter, man. Aljamain Sterling's a good fighter too. Like I said, I'm not here to, disrespect anybody. You just have to call it how I see it. Call it from what I see, from what I'm breaking down. Aljamain Sterling. That don't mean that Aljamain Sterling can't win. No. But I'm gonna say Petr Yan by decision. I think Aljamain Sterling going to come in here a little bit more composed. He ain't going to push so hard in the first. In the first fight there, he was pushing hard. Look like him wear himself off. So you're going to come in here more composed and kind of conserve his gas tank. May give Petr Yan maybe a little bit of problem slightly, but not really. But like I said, Petr Yan winning here, man. Like the same outcome minus the DQ. Not gonna be no DQ, but it's gonna be like a decision win. So I'm gonna say Petr Yan by decision, and I'm confident in this one, guys. All right. Main fight in the card here, guys. We have Alexander Volkanovski versus Sang Jong Chong. Korean Zombie. All right. Did I pronounce that right? Sang Jong. All right, the Korean Zombie. All right, so Volkanovski here, man. This guy here is a pretty good fighter too, man. This guy is a very well-rounded, smart fighter. He's a smart fighter, like Petr Yan. IQ goes a long way. If you got good fight IQ, man, that's how you're gonna stay champion. That's how you're gonna keep. That's how you're gonna keep winning your fights. Basically, you're gonna stay undefeated or only lose one fight or maybe two, you know. But you're gonna stay at a long winning streak. And Volkanovski is a very smart fighter, good IQ, mentally, physically on, strong. So difficult guy to beat. Jung though, Pat Powell, technical guy, heavy-handed, but he can get hurt and he can get broken. That's the thing about this fight. He can get hurt and he can get broken. That's it. Volkanovski's IQ is good mentally. Hard to break him. Hard to break Volkanovski. Jung will you can hurt him and he breaks. That's it. I like Volkanovski. Volkanovski by decision, but I'm saying not confident because Korean Zombie is a skilled guy and he has the power. And we see Volkanovski can get hurt, but like I said, it's not to a point where you know what I'm saying, like it cripples him, like he just doesn't come back from it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's there. He's gonna keep coming, and he finds a way. So I'm gonna go with Volkanovski. I'm gonna say Volkanovski by decision. Not confident. Quick look at the odds here, guys. Who we're working with. Let's see here. Let me see here. We have Santos and Julio Arce. Julio Arce 180. Julio Arce is confident, so 180 I don't disagree. Have him as confident. So that means that you could be the highest odds. I mean, you know, if it's confident, it's confident. So I don't really disagree, but like I said, always be careful. Rodriguez and Hansen. I got Rodriguez as favorite here. Close fight though, kind of close to even. I don't disagree with this fight. It's kind of close to even because I do believe Rodriguez can win this fight, but be careful because Hansen has a slight experience, and if she can get the takedowns consistently or even get a submission. So be careful with this one, guys. Oleynik and Vanderaa. It's a next close fight here. It's an even fight. I like Oleynik, but again, you know, I mean, this is a fight where Oleynik been knocked out a lot of times, and Gerald has punching power, but Gerald been submitted, and Gerald's IQ is not that good. So be careful with this one. It's an even fight. Hernandez and Josh Fremd. Hernandez is a favorite here over Josh. I mean, I'm liking Anthony Hernandez, man. I feel like he's a better fighter here, but 190, 200. Still be careful. I mean, like I said, what I see from Josh, kind of not really too much impressed with that, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? So still be careful. Aspen lad, Raquel Pennington, 180, 190. Yeah, I feel Raquel Pennington is a better fighter. The odds on her are too high. I mean, no. I mean, I feel like she's a better fighter here. Gall and Malott. Damn, Malott is high. 200. I disagree with that. Even though Gall will drop the ball, but he's been getting better, man. I disagree with the odds in here. Yeah, I mean, Malott, like I said, he could get the win, but not at one. I would, if it's anything, this fight should be close to even, in my opinion. I like Gall, but like I said, man, this fight can go either way. So be very careful with this one. Weeks and Garry. Yeah, Gary's too high, man. Come on. Negative 380, 400. No, man. Come on, man. No, when you see this now, you want to go for Weeks, because you didn't see Weeks on a full camp. You know what I'm saying? See maybe like a week or a couple of days. What we see from Garry, man, I mean, he's hittable. Like I said, he's skilled though, but he's hittable. So for him being 400 or something, that doesn't. No. What did he do to get to be so high in odds? You know what I'm saying? He fought Jordan. I'm saying Jordan is not a, he's not a good fighter, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I disagree with this one, guys. Be very, 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 very careful. Madsen and Vinc Pichel, okay. Even fight, I could see it because Madsen can get the takedowns, and Madsen is not a bad fighter, Olympic wrestler there. I like him, Vinc Pichel, but be very careful with this one. Like I said, it's even anyway, so it can go either way. Mackenzie, Dern, and Tecia Torres, the next even fight here. I call these good. Tecia Torres, I was going for her, but what I see from Dern as far as the takedowns, and then she's been proven, and she changed up her body physique, and look at she's more healthier. She take it more seriously. And Torres, don't really pat no power, So I can see Dern walking through her, in my opinion. So next close fight here, but be careful. Andrew Sterling, Petr Yan. Petr Yan is confident pick for me, so I see Yan winning. That's it. Volkanovski, Jung. Volkanovski is high. Volkanovski should win this fight, but I'm not confident in him winning because, like I said, Jung is not a bad fighter. So, there's a chance for him to win. So it could probably be by knockout too. So be careful. So yeah, I'll be careful with that one, guys. All right, so that's it right there, guys. Enough love out to all my subscribers, anyone who donated, enough respect to them also, enough respect to everybody regardless if you donate or not. Doesn't matter, it's still one love at the end of the day. Remember, it's all about love, man. It's not about if you do something for me, then I love you, I like you. I don't like him, I like him because he did this for me and he gave me this. Nah, man, you donate to the channel, it's all good. If you don't, it's still good. It's all about the love, man. That's all. It's just, I made these videos and made these predictions because I like to do it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm doing something, it's because I like to do it. I don't do it because I just want to make a bunch of money or make money off of it. It's not everything should be about the money. You know what I mean? Because then it's not going to be any essence. It's not going to be any the creativity. It's not going to be there because you're just doing it just to make a quick buck. You know what I'm saying? The art of it, it's not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? When you're just doing something or just to make money, then you're rushing through it. You just, I'm doing this real quick. I just want to make money. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't make your money, but if I'm doing something because I love to do it, you know what I mean? But if you guys, subscribe and donate, that's a plus. All right. So one love out to everybody. You guys keep on kicking and.